my supervisor, Associate Professor Dr. Hasrinda binti Musa, and panel Dr. Sitinur Wadatulaina binti Muhammad Yusuf. My name is Yuan Raj Ramesh from Technical University of Malaysia, Melaka, studying third year Bachelor of Technopreneurship Honors in Faculty of Technology Management and Technopreneurship. Now I am going to present my final year project 1. First, I would be glad to present what my research is about. The title of my research study is The Development of Edu-Tourism for Public Universities in Melaka. Educational tourism is the growing subcategories of the tourism industry. In the current context, the growing stage of educating and learning and gaining technical skills outside of classroom or flipped classroom mode developing the educational tourism. You may ask why I chose this title for my research. It is because the previous research study did not provide accurate information regarding the statistics of international students in public universities in Melaka. The commercialization of edu-tourism, which attracts edu-tourists to visit higher institutions, will help to promote edu-tourism in Melaka. Therefore, there is a great need to gather the latest and updated info regarding the commercialization of edu-tourism. This research study attempts to contribute to adding latest and updated data, especially for commercialization of edu-tourism and marketing approaches of edu-tourism in existing literature. This is a vital input of conceptualization of effective education tourism friendly policies and the implementation of successful promotional activities. The research questions are: what are the quality factors that influences edu-tourists to visit Malaysia? What are the commercialization activities to attract edu-tourists to Malaysia? Lastly, what are the marketing approaches to promote edu-tourism in Malaysia? According to the research questions, my objectives are to explore the quality factors that influences edu-tourists to visit Malaysia. Second, to determine the commercialization activities to attract edu-tourists to Malaysia. And to study the marketing approaches to promote edu-tourism in Malaysia. Then, this research is beneficial to both universities, University Technical Malaysia Melaka, UTM, Durian Tunggal, and University Technology Mara, UITM, Alogaja, in terms of both universities can be recognized by students from overseas. Furthermore, government organizations such as Ministry of Education, Ministry of Tourism, Arts, Culture, Ministry of Higher Education Malaysia and Tourism Malaysia, and Malaysia 101 Edu-Tourism packages can be benefited as well with latest information gathered, and these organizations can work on commercialization process in order to attract edu-tourists to visit Malaysia. Now, I would like to explain about the literature review which I gathered the insights from the journal articles I read before writing my thesis. First, global tourism industry, which is receiving high attention in the global economy. Second, tourism industry in Malaysia. This part will explain the historical development of our tourism industry. Third, edu-tourism in Malaysia, the potential subsector which contributes a lot to our nation. Then, the elements of edu-tourism. This part consists of ecotourism, which is responsible travel to natural areas that conserve the environment, sustains the well-being of the local people, and involves interpretation and education. Second, cultural tourism for enjoy the festivals in different regions. And lastly, student exchange or studying abroad program, where the students involved in learning program in outside for short or longer period. Fifth, the edu-tourists in Malaysia. Visitors from different places goes to certain places and involving in learning process. Lastly, the importance of edu-tourism in Malaysia. This is because the sector is beneficial for the both social and economic aspects. Now, I would be glad to present about my theoretical framework. This part consists two elements, which is independent variable, factor analysis, commercialization activity, and marketing approaches, which influences the dependent variable, development of edu-tourism for public universities in Melaka. Normally, hypotheses can be formed to find the possible estimation for the results. According to my theoretical frameworks, I have created three hypotheses using independent variables, the factor analysis, commercialization activity, and marketing approaches, which are in the form of null and alternative hypothesis which affects the dependent variable, the development of edu-tourism for public universities in Melaka. Now, I would like to explain the method and steps that were generally adopted during the research study. This is a research where I use quantitative approach and the data collection method will be the questionnaire survey. The research population is 12,852 students from UTM and 10,000 students from UITM Alogaja. The sample used is referred to Kratzy and Morgan sampling method with a 95% of confidence and 5.0% of margin of error. So I will be collecting the data from 378 students altogether. The sampling method that I used is probability sampling method, where there is equal chance of being selected for data collection. The sampling location is within Malacca, particularly UTM and UITM, but the students can be from different states. I will be getting my primary data from the questionnaire survey distributed from both universities and secondary data from internet resources, library resources and print medias. Not to leave out the pilot study, because this will be helpful to measure the reliability of questionnaire. A total of 30 questionnaire surveys will be distributed during the pilot study. As mentioned in the research design, there will be a questionnaire survey with two parts. First, the demographics with the elements of age, gender, race, nationality, university, education level, and years of study. The second part is regarding the factors that adhere to risk to visit Malaysia. The factor, as long as I identified, is the education, reputation of institution, facilities provided, government support, and weather factor. Data analysis will be used to examine data acquired through questionnaire surveys. First, descriptive analysis. This will be used to identify the mean, mode, and median. Second, Pearson's correlation and coefficient. And third is reliability test. The software I will be using to do analysis is Statistical Package for Social Science, also known as SPSS. Then the inferential analysis will be the Cronbach's alpha and multiple linear regression. This is to compare the differences. That's all from me. Thank you.